What is up, guys? Colin Phillips here. So I'm gonna be breaking down why you should not be celebrating Thanksgiving. This is not a holiday of Jesus. It's not a holiday of Yahuwah. And if you don't know, God's real name is Yahuwah or Yahweh, whatever you want to call him. His son is Jesus. So I have some notes right here I'm gonna be looking at. So I'm gonna be breaking this down for you. Thanksgiving has nothing to do with turkey or pilgrims. It has nothing to do with any of that. And this video is so that you can strengthen your relationship with Jesus, okay? So you need to understand that if you are a follower of Jesus, you are to be set apart. You are not of this world anymore. We don't celebrate the holidays of this world anymore. We are set apart. If you've read the Bible, you know that the tribe of Israel was taken out of Egypt, and that's when Yahuwah wanted us to be set apart. Thanksgiving worships other gods. Yahuwah does not want us to worship other gods. He doesn't want us to do anything like the world does. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Thanksgiving is 100% cap. It's just fake. The Pilgrims, the Native Americans, the turkey, the stuffing, it's all cap. It's all fake. So the real story is that there was a war between the Native Americans and the Pilgrims. So there was a huge massacre. It's called the Pequot War. So by celebrating Thanksgiving, you're celebrating murderers and killers of Native American people. And back in those days when this happened, the Pilgrims came over to America for religious freedom, right? And so Thanksgiving was looked at as a day of prayer. But the thing is, when those people are praying, they're not praying to the same gods. They're not praying to Jesus and praying to Yahuwah or Yahweh. They're praying to their own gods. They're praying to gods of fertility and all this other weird stuff. Yahuwah has given us 3 feasts of our own that we can celebrate as saints of God. We don't celebrate these holidays as the other people. So if you've heard of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, that is the feast that we had when we were taken out of Egypt. So if you know what unleavened bread is, when you put leaven into bread, that's what makes it rise. So when we were taken out of Egypt, we were in such a rush that we had to eat unleavened bread. So we didn't have time for the bread to rise. So we had to just eat like a wafer or something, or like a Triscuit, you know what I'm saying? Like something that hasn't rose like regular bread. That's what unleavened bread is, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The next feast that we have is the Pentecost. And the third is the Feast of Tabernacles. So those are the 3 feasts that we do celebrate as Christians, as followers of Yahuwah and Jesus. Not Thanksgiving, not Christmas, not Easter. We don't celebrate that anymore. And the question I have for you is, if you did celebrate these holidays and traditions, what caused you to celebrate them? Was it you thinking, oh, I'm going to start celebrating Thanksgiving? Or was it you just grew up celebrating it? Because if you grew up just celebrating it, then that means that you're part of the indoctrination. You were told to celebrate it, and you just celebrate it just because your parents did it, just because your grandparents did it. Oh, it's just, they gave us a holiday at school. That's not real worship. And I want to show you guys this verse. It's Exodus 19:6. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So when he took us out of Egypt, we were set apart. So there's no more celebrating these made up holidays of fake gods. And when we were taken out of Egypt, we were made holy. And holy means set apart. Okay, we're going to look at Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Thus says Yahuwah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So basically, like, we don't need to learn the ways of all these regular people. That's not what Yahuwah wants for us. They can go celebrate that and be devil worshippers and celebrate killers, and those people who are heathens, they may get success and become successful in the world and get money, but money is just another sign of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Not to say we don't want money, but that should not be one of your motivating factors. And then we're going to go into 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should that you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. See, we are a chosen generation, a holy nation, a peculiar people. So think about how weird this video is. I'm sitting here telling you I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. That's weird. That makes me a peculiar person, but it also makes me set apart. And that you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into light. So Yahuwah brought us out of darkness into light. And so that's what we should be celebrating. If you do have some type of celebration today, it should be giving thanks to Yahuwah for everything he's given you. It's not anything else other than that. It's thanking Yahuwah. And I know it can be difficult because, you know what I'm saying, like your parents celebrate it. You know, you're going to your friend's house to eat turkey and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, all that and all the tradition, and you get a day off from school, and, you know, you draw the little hand turkey and, you know, all that. But God doesn't want that for you. It's a fake holiday. It's going to do nothing for your salvation. It's not going to get you into heaven. It can be difficult because it's tradition you grew up with, and God is calling you to be set apart. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad about not celebrating it. And even when you bring it up to your parents and tell them this, they're going to be like, hey man, pass the turkey, bruh. They don't want to hear it. But you have to know that you're set apart. And it may seem like it's harmless and it's just like, yo, we're just celebrating, you know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus, he pulled up with the Pilgrims, you know what I'm saying? Pocahontas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Eat some turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But you have to think, who told you to celebrate this? Did God tell you to celebrate Thanksgiving? Did Jesus tell you that? Was that in the Bible? Where did it come from? Who told you to do this? Why are you celebrating this? And at that point, you'll realize that, like, everyone else in the world, we're set apart. But everyone else in the world is just doing their own thing. They're doing whatever they want. They can make up a holiday. They can do this. They can do that. But we're set apart. So we do not celebrate this holiday. All these other nations, they have their own forms of Thanksgiving, of the holiday of Thanksgiving. But a lot of it is just worshiping false gods of fertility and false gods of different types of stuff. And I just want to show you guys, this is the goddess, this is a goddess, ancient goddess named Ceres, and this is the goddess of the harvest. So back in the day, back in Europe, they used to, or ancient Rome, they would sacrifice burn some of their harvest, like burn some of their crops, their corn or whatever, to this god so that they would have a better harvest next year and stuff like that. It's just fake. It's 100% all cap. And so the Roman harvest festival, aka Cerilia, was a celebration to that god Ceres. So yeah, the feast consisted of fruits from the harvest and pigs. And you guys know, well, you might not know, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be eating pig. Like, if in the Bible, Jesus cast out an evil spirit from someone, and the spirit went into the pigs, and then the pigs drowned themselves. So, see, I'm set apart. Y'all probably looking at me like, this dude lost it. This dude tripping. And then this is another one, Ishtar. This was a goddess of fertility and a goddess of vegetation. So they would have Thanksgiving and then present offerings to this fake god. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I want to read Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Messiah. So people are going to deceive you. They're going to follow the traditions of men and follow the traditions of this world. But none of those are traditions of Jesus or Yahuwah. That's what you need to realize. None of these holidays are real. They're not from God. They are man-made. So I hope y'all can stay set apart. I hope y'all enjoy your holidays. Holy days. This is not a real holiday. It's not a holy day. You can praise Yahuwah on this day, but this is not a day to be recognized of the Lord. It's a fake holiday. You're worshiping other gods. So I'm gonna holla at y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do what y'all want. Okay, guys, I want to give a special thanks to the Truth Unedited. That's where I get a lot of my information from. So you guys can go check out his channel. He be dropping knowledge. But I'm going to holla at y'all later. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.